babysitting for a few extra cash was easy. Just watch a kid for a few hours, get paid, and go home. But this family was different. I had now just been hired to babysit for a day. Right after I walked in the house of the one I was babysitting, Mr. and Mrs. Peterson looked like they were ready to go out. Family suits, gold, silver watches, and a luxury necklace. They were rich. Just looking right outside of the house, you could tell it gave off rich family vibes. Right after glancing at them, they walked out. The mom called me as soon as they stepped out. The kid's name was Damien, 8 years old. I looked behind me and saw Damien sitting on the couch, staring so still at the TV. It almost looked like he was a doll. I glanced back at them and saw Mrs. Peterson's face change visibly as soon as I turned around. She wasn't staring at me, but rather something behind me. I turned back around, saw nothing, and asked Mrs. Peterson what she was looking at. Nothing, we're just heading out now. We will give you a set of orders you need to follow properly. I said okay, and they closed the door. I walked over to Damien, just silently sitting there, turned the volume of the TV down, and started asking him questions. Bits like what's his favorites, interests, what he does around the house, and what grade he is in. Total silence. Not a silver of sound in the house, except for my voice and the television. It was weird. He wasn't talking. I just snugged him off, thinking he was overstimulated. I went to grab some food, going to try to cheer him up a bit. I opened their fridge and saw a few sealed containers, milk, and some leftover pizza. My mind immediately grabbed the milk and pizza, of course, because those were what kids would want, and I was a bit drowsy since I was 9 at night. I didn't want to bother checking the containers. I walked over to him, placed a glass of milk and pizza on the table, and sat down. As soon as I sat down, I got a call from my phone. It was from Mr. Peterson. Thinking it was for the orders they said they were going to give me, I stood up and picked up instantly. Though after picking it up, I felt somehow uncomfortable, you could say. Her voice sounded tight and shaky. I could hear a faint but loud gasp of air. She gave me 6 orders. Rule number 1: never enter the basement. It's unsafe and old junk. If you hear scratching or faint screams, ignore them and continue whatever you are doing. Don't get near the door. Rule number 2: lock all doors and windows before 10 p.m. Better late than sorry. There are a lot of thieves around our neighborhood. Lock them tightly. Don't even let air get inside. Rule number 3: never, never let Damien sit in total darkness for more than 15 seconds. He gets scared easily. Always keep light in his bedroom or near him. Rule number 4: if Damien asks you to play hide and seek, always say no. He tends to wander off and might get lost. Never lose sight of him. Rule number 5: only feed him food from the sealed containers. He has some allergies, but not too severe. The milk and pizzas are fine though. Rule number 5: only feed him food from the sealed containers. first. He has some allergies, but not too severe. The milk and pizza are fine though. Rule number 6. Before you rest, make sure all the doors are slightly ajar, but never ever close the master bedroom door completely. It's so you can hear whatever Damien's asking for. And the last one, the 7th rule. And the call cuts off. I was a bit shaken by how specific the rules were. I remembered he said something about a 7th rule, so I tried to contact her. The number you have dialed does not exist. It was strange. Earlier I was just talking to her. Now her number doesn't exist. I was scared, but I kept my cool and went on. I remembered rule number 2. Lock the doors and windows tight before 10 p.m. It was 9:30, so I hurried. After I finished, my chest felt tight and also a bit nauseous, but remembering rule number 3, I snapped back. Never let Damien sit in total darkness, so I turned the lamp at the table beside him. It's still strange. He's in the same position as he was 30 minutes ago, still staring intently into the TV, not even a single tilt. It felt like everything was under control, but the silence, except for the TV, of course, felt heavier than safer. But I noticed the milk was gone and pizza devoured, so that felt safer. I handed him one of the juice boxes from the sealed containers and he actually drank it. It was my first time seeing him do something. It made me joyful and shocked at the same time. The clock ticked closer to 10 p.m. I just used my phone for the rest of the time. When I came back to sit down, I noticed that the living room was empty. Damien was gone. I felt the cold wrap around me. It was what felt like shivers. And from somewhere down the hallway, I heard a child's voice whisper, "Hide." Thinking immediately, I already knew it was Damien. Since he liked hide and seek, I decided to play on since the rules only told me to stop if Damien is a hider. I hid in somewhat obvious spot to end the game, stop it and make him fall asleep. I wanted some rest. He found me. I stopped the game and he's in his master bedroom. Lamplight open, a master bedroom for a single child is a bit insane. Well, they are rich. As I was walking upstairs, I heard faint but loud scratches, and screams coming down from the basement door. I needed to ignore it. Which idiot wouldn't follow someone's rules? I made sure the master bedroom wasn't completely closed, and there I heard it. The master's bedroom lock, and an additional click, what sounded like a lamp turning off. It clicked, it locked. Did Damien lock it? I knocked. Damien. My blood ran cold. What was looking through a peek of the door wasn't Damien. It was a tall, shadowy figure. My heart hammered. It was already 11. The door clicked. It locked. I had to hide immediately. Before going upstairs, there was a patch, probably leading in the attic. I had an idea. I was carrying my phone with me. Before this, I had 2 phones in case of emergency. I looked for the alarm, put it on high volume, then threw it down the stairs. It would create noise, making an illusion that I went down. And with that, I opened the attic door feel safe, it was leading me to something far worse. The guest basement was full of bodies. Lock everything tightly to make sure no one hears, and I'd get trapped. Never let Damien sit in darkness for too long, probably to conceal his true form longer. Light probably makes him stronger. Rule 4 was probably to stop me from realizing when and where he would strike. Him hiding him means him hunting. Food from sealed containers, probably to make him transform into it. By the time it's bedtime, don't completely close Damien's door immediately. Probably to let out whatever was in there. No idea why it closed though. The cutting off was gasping for air. Call was probably an act to make me believe everything. That's everything. I saw a book, Satanic Vibes. The first page was Damien's name. It meant to tame or subdue whatever. His name was never normal, and I saw it. A glimmer of hope, a window from the attic. I tested it to make sure it wasn't bulletproof, because at the start of hearing rule number 2, I was already suspicious of everything. Why lock everything tightly? But I tapped on one of the glasses. It was bulletproof. Such mysteriousness of the house. No way there wasn't anything going on. And there, I heard the door unlock. The footsteps sounded like they were going downstairs. I saw a baseball. With enough force, a window breaks when you throw it there. Everybody knows that. And what do you know? It worked. It broke. I had to get out fast. It was a neighborhood. I escaped easily, but before all that, I heard the phone. It sounded like it was pre-recorded. The 7th rule: don't believe whatever I say. I am dead. It uses my voice and my son's skin. I was already dead before you picked up. The rules they told you were meant to keep you safe. It was to keep it uncomfortable and contained, waiting until it was ready to take you to. If you are hearing this message, you escaped. You aren't the first babysitter. This message is on repeat. Show this to the police and maybe they will believe you. The police cars arrived and I never knew what happened after. All everybody knows is the whole neighborhood had to move the next day. We quit the job of babysitting